Did you know that the Bible predicts the church and state are going to unite in America, and that this is what ushers in that time of trouble unlike anything the world has ever seen? With that in mind, just take a little look at this.
They say separation between church and state, they told me. I said, all right, let's forget about that for one time. We said, really? The separation? I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure. But whether there's separation or not, you guys are in the White House where you should be, and we're bringing religion back to our country.
Now, this might seem like a really innocent statement, and on the surface level, I guess it kind of is. But we have to understand that the Bible has a lot to say about what's going on here and where this is leading. Now, to understand this, we need to come back to Revelation 13, where we see two beasts arising. The first one comes out of the sea, and if we follow history with prophecy, we can identify it as the Roman Catholic papacy. Now, the key thing there is that it was a union of church and state. But then we see another beast arise, a lamb-like beast, which again, if we follow history and prophecy, we can identify it as the United States of America. And we're told that the United States will develop an image of the first beast. Now, remembering that the first beast, the papacy, was a union of church and state, we can expect to see this same image replicated in the United States. Now, whenever church and state unite, the inevitable result is persecution and a loss of freedom. And all we have to do is take one look back at history, at what happened when church and state united in the papacy through the Dark Ages. Millions of people were killed as a result. And what we're going to expect to see happen in the future, as the same thing takes place as in America, is that same persecution will follow. And Revelation 13 tells us about that. It tells us that we will see buy and sell laws passed. We'll even see things culminating in a death decree to those who refuse to go along with the religious laws. So while I know that a lot of Christians are really excited about the direction things are taking, they think it's a really positive thing, many even think it's God's will that the church should involve itself in politics. But please remember, guys, the Bible is very clear on where this leads. The lamb-like beast, that Christian-looking, Christ-like, harmless little lamb, is going to speak as a dragon. What appears good on the surface leads to the persecution of the saints. Remember, God's people are those who keep his commandments and have the faith of Jesus. So when we see these things happening, know that the end is very near and we need to be keeping our eyes on Christ.